And we can edit this out. It's totally okay. It's not
Okay.
a lot of effort. If you say something, I can usually go back in and edit it out later.
Okay,
So
Here
we're going
we
to get
go.
started and do an intro, and then we have questions that we're going to ask you, and it's not, the fifth degree. It's just whatever you feel like talking about.
yeah. I don't know if I want the good version or the edited version of
You're totally
because
fine.
I'm a good comeback story. And as we all know, there's a lot of people that are in the business industry, especially women, that have been down a rough road, and I've been down that road. So yeah, let's do this.
Definitely. Well, welcome to Cleaning Business Life, where you get profit strategies for growth. My name is Shannon Miller, and I am CEO of Clean Freaks University, where I teach other cleaning business owners how to run the back end of their cleaning business instead of being run over by their cleaning business. And today I'm joined by my co-host, Kimberly Gonzalez and Jamie Runco, and we're going to get started. Kim, take it away.
Woo-hoo. Hello, Jamie. Welcome to the podcast. Thank you for being our guest. We are so excited. I was excited just to do questions and ask you the back end of how everything got started. So, Jamie, say hi to everybody.
Hi. So I'm Jamie with Above All Cleaning Services, and thanks for having me. This is the first time I've ever done anything like this, so a little nervous, but I'm also really excited to share my story.
Awesome.
It's a good comeback story. So this is for everybody that's been down a hard road, and I've been down that hard road. So
wait, we got some questions for you. Can we ask you a few
yes.
questions?
Yeah, I'm ready for my.
Yeah, Shannon, I'll ask this first question, and if you want to ask the second question, we can kind
Sure.
of go back and forth.
Not a problem.
Well, awesome. So, Jamie, one of the questions I have that I was thinking about was, out of all the jobs, so all the jobs that are out there in the world, what got you to the point of starting a cleaning business? Did you love to clean beforehand? Was it the flexibility in schedules? Was it the money? What was it?
It was really weird how this all came about. So, COVID, whenever, they were first, we were doing the online schooling for my son. And at his school was hiring whenever they opened back up. They had the mask, and they had a COVID wiper downer door. I mean, I had to wipe everything, wipe this, wipe that. And for the first, I was like, oh, this is cool. I thought maybe I'd get the gig for like forever. I'd be at the school for the rest of my life. Not the case. They ended up letting me go after, COVID kind of let up. And then my church that I attend now, that's whenever everything kind of it was hiring. That's when everything kind of took a turn for me. And they hired me as a janitor, and I ended up becoming a member there. And the more I started going and attending, people were asking me, do you clean houses? I'm like, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I was like, that just seemed weird to me at the time, like to walk into somebody else's house and like how. And then I started thinking about it because I'm in credit card debt, and I'm like, well, who's gonna they only let me have 10 hours every 10 days there. So, or every 15 days, something like that. And I'm like, I needed something more. And, we're all from a small town. And population's 11,000, and the jobs are scarce. And so I took a little spin and was like, oh, I'll just put this ad on Facebook over here in this community, a small community, which is population 700. I said, I'm going into residential, and then people are asking me, how much do you charge? And I said, $25 an hour. I don't know.
That's how we all do it, right?
Oh, I got people left and right. And at first I seen real quick where this was going to go. I seen real quick. I said, nope. My schedule got real full, real quick, of course. And that's how it all began. How it all began was just that one little post.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Now, Jamie, tell the audience where you service. I know we all say that we're in a small town, like I'm in Northern Arizona. You service a really, I don't want to say private community, but it's pretty small up and you're in Northern California.
Yeah.
Are you
In
past
the wild,
Shasta?
wild west. We're in the wild,
Almost.
honestly, you got to engage a lot of your four-wheel drive to get to a lot of these places. Whenever I say that we are in the sticks, we are literally, people live a lot off of grid here. And I service off-grid homes. But we are almost all the way up to the Oregon border.
It's beautiful up there.
It is
Absolutely.
absolutely. It's been life-changing for me. And I've lived all over America. So this is definitely the most beautiful place I've ever, it's a postcard. It's the most beautiful place I've ever been. It's very harsh though. A lot of rain, of course, but we are Humboldt County. We are Northern California. Humboldt County is the biggest county in California.
Yes.
But so it's huge. So whenever you say, oh, I service Humboldt, you can't service all of Humboldt. There's Southern Humboldt. So I am in the Fortuna area, Fortuna around Eureka. Eureka is probably about 30 minutes away from me.
Okay.
And then even then it's you're getting to 45 minutes to an hour away from me. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Of the area that I service.
So you obviously didn't get into the cleaning industry for the money initially, correct?
No.
I think we all make that blunder, right?
Yeah. So I just honestly, I really seen really quick that there was a need here for it.
Definitely.
All the little ladies at my church, and I was just like, my heart, I was like, oh, servant's heart. And I was just like, this will be cool. Not only can I help out my people at the church, especially it was geared towards the elderly at first, and then it just kind of grew from there. Like I said, I realized real quick that this was going to be something. And that's whenever I just happened upon the Maids Network. I mean, I was researching it like you would not believe how really quick how to do professional cleaning, because we all know this is not like cleaning your house at all. Like, how do you professionally clean? So the amount of my nose researching and
and you're referring to the Maids Network Facebook group.
And then yes, the Maids Net. Yes.
Gotcha.
My favorite. Yes. And and that's really helped me a lot.
That's awesome. I love the groups that we're all in for sure. So I'm going to ask question number 2. And since you're your first guest, so we're just going to go by the numbers because it'll just make it easier. Looking back 6 months ago, that's roughly when you and I really actually started to work together. Where did you see the biggest change in your business? And what were the 3 big things that changed?
So, I don't know if I can. Well, the biggest change is I learned that 1099s needed to hold their own insurance. I didn't.
Right.
I don't know. Like I'm literally winging this. I'm learning as I'm going. I'm like, oh, they have to have their own insurance. I had no idea. And then, whenever you look into getting workman's comp insurance, especially where I'm at, it was scary. The sticker shock of it was crazy to me. I was like, I can't afford this. How am I going to do this? And I think that that's a big change, right?
Right.
So
Becoming a legitimate business is huge. That means that you have skin in the game and that you're serious about what you're doing.
Exactly. And you're making your, hey, I'm here.
Mhm.
I care about my company name. I care about my employees, because we know that I did just have an employee fall down the steps and break her leg.
It was good that you're insured and it was all covered.
I was there, I saw it, but and she told me the whole time, like, I don't have time to get my t-shirt off. I said, quit worrying about that. I was like, quit worrying about it. We got this, you're going to be taken care of. Yeah. So that's one of the things that I got to, really make sure that you have skin in the game. You want to invest in your company and yourself. I want to be a great leader. I not just a good, my company name, but these girls and guys that I have working for me are the true above all cleaners. They're the ones that are making all this happen for us. So, and I make sure to give them a lot of recognition and support. And but that's if I could have the biggest change is jumping from 1099s to an actual workman's comp insurance company, and really getting the grit, pounding the pavement and doing that.
So would you say that's like your advice for new business owners, that you, like, if you're able to give them this advice, would that be one of your best things that you would tell them to, like, for the employee part? Would that be your best advice for new businesses?
Just make sure that you're just doing it legitimately. A lot of people throw that 1099 around. And it irks me a little bit. I'm going to be honest. It irks me because are they a true 1099? Do they carry their own insurance? Are you allowing them to wear your, these are all things, but you know what? At the same time, this is something that I also learned, so it's, you really, you gotta pay to play. And it's really that it's really, if you want to pound the pavement, that's how you start doing it.
It's there's a lot of dynamics that change. Kim has an appointment that she can't miss, so she's gonna hop off, and it'll just be you and me, and we'll finish up the interview
I
here.
hope you guys enjoy your day. I'm so sorry, it was kind
of
it's okay.
We'll catch you next time.
So
drive safe.
Bye, Kim.
Bye, everybody.
Your hair looks fabulous. Yeah,
she looks great.
She did.
So let's go a little bit over. So there were three big things that would change in your business. First of all, you were working in your business and you didn't have any employees. And then the next thing you know, you had helpers, but then you transitioned them to W-2s. And then now, for the most part, you still kind of dip your toe back in. From what I've seen, you're working on your business and not in it. Is that probably the biggest three things that have changed with your business?
Yeah, I've become, instead of working in my business, I would say a hybrid.
Yes. And you're almost mop free within a year, which is phenomenal. So
which is
kudos to you. Pat yourself on the back. You've done a lot of work. It wasn't like it was a two-step thing.
Sacrifice. There has been a lot of sacrifice. It's not a 9-to-5 job. It's I have also, family has been put on the back burner, just a lot of sacrifice. and I know that it won't always be like this. It won't
Right.
always be like this. So
No.
I'm just getting to the point to where I can, hey, I want to spend time with I'm thinking in my head, I'm not saying this, but I do. I want to spend time with my family. Can you guys go over and do this? You over here, you over here. I'm starting to have my systems in place.
Awesome.
Being taking that transition from pencil and paper on a calendar. I didn't know. Get down. On a calendar to going all digital was huge for me, and it was a big learning curve.
It is. It's the biggest adjustment you make when you are running things from pen to paper to having a whole digital system.
Yeah,
It's
yes.
time consuming, entering in all of the clients, making sure that people are checking in and out, and that you're managing the time of the jobs. It is a transition, and you've done a phenomenal job.
Well, I've had a lot of
Definitely.
help too. I had a lot of help, and that's that's something else that I can and tell people is to not be afraid to invest in yourself.
Right.
Not just yourself, but into your company. You have to have somebody that has been there and done it, and you're basically paying to copy and paste
Right. It
your
makes it
business.
easier than
Yes,
doing
it's
DIY.
somebody that has been in the game and not I mean, if you can find somebody that will give you free advice, great. That, I mean, there's very rarely, but you need a mentor, you need a coach, you need somebody to hold your hand, and kind of basically what you're doing is copy and pasting somebody that's been through this process, and I'm sure that they have paid,
Right.
they paid their dues.
Yes.
And the same thing, they copied and paste, yeah. So
Emulating and copying is the biggest form of flattery. We've all heard about that. So, if you were to give any advice to any brand new business owners, cleaning business owners, what would you tell them if they wanted to hire help? What would be the first couple of steps that they should take? Because that's probably, besides price, that's probably the number 2 question asked inside the group is, I need to hire. I don't know how to hire. I don't know how to do it. I don't know any of that. I mean, we know it's a multi-step process, but if you could just give the audience a basic overview for new business owners who are just stepping onto the cleaning business scene, and they want to hire help, what would be the best advice that you could give them?
start handing your business cards out to everybody. Your barista, your waiter and waitress, the moms, whenever you go pick up your kids at school. Showcase that make a post. When hiring, in the beginning, I was hiring anybody that had a pulse, right? Anybody that's breathing, come with, can you help? Cool. Also make sure that, whenever you do, have somebody that, I'm not a great trainer. I don't know. I'm not very good
I'm
at
sure
it.
you have systems in place now versus when
do.
you were in the beginning. We're
Yes,
all
I do.
guilty of hiring a warm body because it was necessary, but you have systems in place now to qualify a genuine helper versus someone who's just there for the cash for the day. There's a huge difference between the two. So if you were to give them, I mean, for example, I'm sure you have your business card on the front. It says, above all clean. On the back says we're hiring people who love to clean, or whatever your tagline is. So I was just looking for a little bit of advice for somebody who's brand new, who's just stepping into the industry. So advertisement, handing out your business cards, what other advice can you give them?
Definitely advertisement, business cards, networking. Networking is big. Join your local chamber. I'm just now learning how well to start utilizing my chamber.
Right.
They will help you. Go join your local chamber, start networking, get in there, rub your elbows with people, see if they can't help you. Once you do hire, you need to make that decision of whether or not you want 1099s, true 1099s, or, are you going to make that leap and go into W-2s? Yeah, networking is big for me. So, that's where I probably pulled the most people. And then from there, people will just take your name, your cleaning name, and they'll throw it all over social media for you. Hey, my friend's hiring, especially here, people get to know, they're starting to get to know who I am as a company. Oh, you work for Above All Cleaning Services. One of my new employees has a shirt on. So, that's how to jump in the game. That's how I did anyways. I even asked my husband, can you ask some of the guys, does any of their girls need work? And yeah, so I got some applications like that. Yeah.
Building relationships and collaboration is so important, especially since COVID happened. Really building on those relationships and having relationships with another. I know in the past, our society was always take. It's all about giving before you receive, reciprocity. You guys all hear me talk about that. But it really is important to always have your feelers out, because you just never know when your next golden unicorn cleaner is going to land in your lap and you're going to be like, yes, I love them. So yeah, I think that's awesome. There's, traditional things too, like Indeed, putting it out on your website, making it easy for people to apply. Obviously, when they start to apply, don't wait till Friday, because then they'll move on to something else. You want to be able to hop on it.
Jump on it. You jump on it very quickly. I carry around applications in my car now. Right. With a pen, I'm ready. Boom, here you go. You need a job? Oh yeah. Oh, let's not even think about it. Here you go.
Right, because you don't want to miss that opportunity, especially as we transition into the central bank digital currency. It looks like it's going to be a for sure thing. It's going to shave more jobs off the economy, which is going to be great for the cleaning industry because people are going to be looking for jobs. So I think it's going to be really beneficial for us. Let's see what the next question is. Give your advice to newbies on the top 5 things that you would advice that you can give them to best help them in their endeavor.
Oh, okay. Well, if you're very, very first starting out, the first thing I did was I went and I did a fictitious business. I got an EIN number. I got a little thing run in my newspaper that I'm opening.
The DBA?
Yes, DBA. And
that's doing business as, for those of you who don't know.
Doing business as and you get, I ended up getting a number. You can use yours, so it depends on, we won't get into that. But anyways, networking, that's join your chamber.
The Junior Chamber of Commerce.
Yes, the Chamber of Commerce. Learn how to utilize it. It took me a while because I was also in my business cleaning. So I felt like I never had time to do anything. Get out and be somebody in your society. Go out and do free cleanups, do free cleans, do something where you can get a spotlight on you. It eventually becomes free coverage, free
advertisement. Yes.
Yeah, there you go. Free marketing. Be legal. I mean, that there's nothing more than that says that I got my ducks in a row. I'm here, I'm professional, than being legitimate, which is having insurance, getting, getting all that stuff in. And yeah,
Learning how to price, right? Learning how to price.
learning how to price, and
Learning how to bid.
honestly, getting a mentor. Yeah, that's probably one of the biggest takeaways from all this, that I wish I had done it maybe even sooner. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I could have done it sooner, but it, you have to make an investment. It's not like, oh my gosh, I can't afford this, I'm throwing my money away. You are not throwing your money away. That money is an investment, and that money comes back to you 10 times, and it 10 times over, and it continues to come back to you, but you're going to continue to reinvest in yourself.
You should, on average, if you find a mentor, you should be able to 10x your business from where you are and where you're going to go. And finding someone that really does resonate with you is important. There's a lot of people on the scene now. Everyone's a cleaning business coach. There's like, I think 10, 12 big ones now.
I know.
Where before it was just like 3, right? So
yeah, I was like, I was friends with all these people, and now I'm all my messages are, hey, Jamie. I'm like, gosh, I mean, I get it, but yeah, I'm super glad I got lucky. I got lucky and found my person, my coach. I got lucky. But it was a lot of research, a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of, you'll get there. You'll get there. You if you want to take this seriously, just research. Google is your friend. Google.
I think to a certain degree you can research, but that at some point you're going to have to take action. Sitting on your laurels waiting for the world to stop because you want to step out
and come give it to you.
and come give it to you. You have to the American dream, right? The premise behind when I grew up and how you grew up is the fact that you could be anything that you wanted to be. We weren't a communist or socialist country. Keeping my fingers crossed that never happens. But that you could truly desire and be an entrepreneur. It's still to this day, in other countries, women are not allowed to work in this industry or have a job at all. So I feel very fortunate here in America to be able to have those opportunities. And we have more and more entrepreneurs coming on. They estimate in the next year that 55,000 other cleaning business owners are going to come on the scene in the next 12 months. So that's awesome. And it's going to make our industry really grow. The United States is actually the largest consumer of home cleaning in the world. I believe the UK and Australia would be the second and third positions. So top 5 things that you could best help them. So being legit, having insurance, finding a mentor, learning how to network. These are all things that go hand in hand. So I think that those are really important. And then question number 5 is, what are your 6-month goals from now? So from now into 6 months, so that would be, what is it? It's April, right? April, May, June, July, August, September. So roughly right when school kicks back in, where do you see you're in your business?
I am, for the very first time, I believe I will have all my systems in place so that I can step away and leave the state.
Awesome sauce.
Have some trust and which I do, have trust in my crew and my team leader, Cassandra, to have everything just run smoothly for me, or for above all, I should say, above all cleaning services. And I'm going to go visit some family in August. And it's my first time. It's a little nerve-wracking, but you know what? That's my 6-month goal. And next year it's going to be 2 weeks. And
awesome. That's exciting. Congratulations.
Yeah. So
Definitely. So being able to have your business run by itself and it is a phenomenal step considering where you started. And let's remind the audience, you've only been in business just over a year, ladies and gentlemen.
yeah.
12 months. This woman has worked really hard at getting all of the pieces together, all of the systems in place, hiring people, getting them trained, having them take responsibility. And here she is, getting ready to take her very first vacation and visit with family. I think that's phenomenal. So congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. A lot of hard work. A lot of community support though too. I had a lot of community. Yeah. So yeah.
And then question number 6, what are your 1-year goals? I mean, I can tell you what I think your 1-year goal is going to be, but you can go ahead.
Let's see
Well,
if you're.
I see you hitting the 250K mark.
Oh, that would be great.
Oh, I see it happening.
I mean, those are big. Yeah. Okay.
And working on your business and not in it. So you'll be the manager. And then eventually when you hit enough income, you can hire in a manager and you can maybe take a step back and not have to be involved in the day-to-day operations.
Oh, that'd be great. Take it down to, maybe be able to work on my business, maybe 10 hours a week, 20 hours a week, something like that would be great. Yeah, that would be great. Mine was also, 100 clients, be able to take on 100 clients.
That's a good goal to have.
I want to be able to have a crew. I would like to see 7. I'm almost there, but not quite. These are little goals, I guess. I know that I can reach. I'm not stretching it to 250. That's like, oh my goodness, I could never do that. But here I am. I never thought I could be where I'm at now. It's mind-boggling. So that's it right there.
My mindset is everything. I'm a firm believer in it. So I see you doing that. So we'll have to have you come back next April and see if you really did it or not, for sure.
Yeah, let's see where we're at in April.
And then the very last question. Yeah, next April we'll have to have you come back on the podcast and we can see. I bet you even exceed the 250K mark. Yeah. And then the very last question you have is, why do you love your business? So this is your first entrepreneurial endeavor ever, correct?
Yes, this is my baby. This I love this like I love my family.
I love it.
Yeah, this is my baby. I put everything into it. I mean, I love everything about it. I love that everybody has come together to help brand me. And yeah, I just I love the name. The name, me and my husband were sitting there, and above all, which I am a person of faith, and that has a little bit something to do with that.
Awesome. And I love hearing that.
Yeah. I just love everything about it. There's not too much. I will say this morning I had to go over and collect some money before this podcast that I don't like to have to do. But it was a move out clean, and I needed to make sure that before you move out, I get paid.
Yeah, no doubt.
But no, all the clients are great. We're very small, so I'm with some very known people in my area, and they're very influential, and they support me, and they, from day one, they have supported me, and I couldn't ask for a better team. My new employee just told me that she was like, without you, I don't know where I would be. She was like, I thank you. She goes, you're such an empowerment to women. And I was just so blown away, because I never in a million years thought I'd be that person. I don't know who I thought I was going to be, but this is, I think, who I'm supposed to be. And
Awesome.
yeah.
Congratulations. It's very
Thanks.
humbling to have
Yeah.
someone point out that you are assisting them when you didn't even realize you were making an impact in their lives. It almost makes me want to tear up.
Yeah, me too, because I was just like, because they, it's not just them, it's their families as well.
Right.
And you have no idea that the amount of people that you are helping. And that's it. Yeah. But they're worth every hard earned cent that they make, because this isn't the very easiest of jobs, but treat people well and it'll come back. It comes
Definitely.
back to you. Yeah, it comes back to you. So yeah,
Well, that is so awesome. Thank you so much, Jamie, for joining myself and Kimberly, who had to check out a little early today. I appreciate you coming on and being our very first guest. You were our guinea pig, and
yay.
I love you. So,
Yeah, exactly.
so thank you.
Same.
And
Same.
we'll have to have you come back on, and so the audience can know whether you hit the 250K mark or not by next April. I'm very curious to find that out. And we'll talk to you soon. You take care.
Okay, thanks. Thank you
Bye.
so much. Bye.